Hey guys, today we're going to build a basic ToDo application in AngularJS. ToDo is kind of the hello world of modern frameworks. So let's just get started. So I've got a basic HTML page here on the left. I've got Angular already laid down. I'm going to wire that up with an app. I'm going to call it ToDo. And down here we're going to start building our app. So, first things first, let's get our module on the page. ToDo, no dependencies there. Let's create, a controller. ToDo controller. Into that, we're going to inject scope, and then we're going to use that. There's our scope. Okay, so first let's get a list of to-dos going. So we're going to call it to-dos. That's an array. A to-do is going to be an object. So we're going to give that a title. Our first one's going to be build a to-do app. And then we're going to give that a status. We're going to call that whether or not it's done. And in this case, we're going to say that's false. We have not built that yet. All right. So then we're going to need a couple methods here. So let's see, AddToDo is going to be a function. And then we're also going to allow you to clear the completed to-dos. So clear completed is going to be a function. And we'll build those in a minute. So let's see here. Let's drop a div here. ng controller. What was it? To-do controller. Okay, and so we're going to need a form in order to add to-dos. And you know what, let me just tweak this because that's going to bother me. So add to-do. So let's drop a form here. We'll give it a name of frm, and we're going to use ng submit, and that's going to be our add to-do function. Okay, so here we need an input, which is going to be our text for the new to-do. So ng model equals, and we're just going to call this new to-do, and we're going to say that's required, and we do want to give that a name. We'll just call it new to-do. There's that, and then we're going to have a button here to submit our form. And what we're going to do, so let's just say that says go, and we're going to disable that if the form's not valid. So ng disabled equals, frm dot $invalid. So there's that. And then outside of the form, we're going to have another button. And this one's going to be the clear completed button, and so on this one we'll just use ng click, and we'll say clear completed. So copy that, paste it there. Okay, so none of that works right now, but that's okay. We will get to that in a moment. So let's show our to-dos. So ng repeat equals to-do in to-dos, and then here we will just output our to-do.title. So let's take a look at that really quick. Hey, where's our to-dos? You know what? This needs to be inside of the controller. And let me just clean that up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So here's our first to-do. And obviously, we need a way to say that, hey, you know, this to-do is done. So what we'll do is we'll drop an input here of a checkbox, and its ng model will be the to-do's done state. And let's see, so we're going to drop this into a span too, because we want to be able to identify ones that are done from ones that are not done. So here we'll use ng class equals, and let's see, we're going to do done, and then we're just going to say to-do.done we don't have to do an equals true, so it'll get a class of done if it is done. So let's create a style here really quick called done, and for that let's do text decoration of line through, and then we'll give it a color of something light. So let's see how that looks. Cool, so that works. Awesome. All right, so now we need to be able to add a to-do. So our AddToDo function is basically just going to take our scope.todos and push a new to-do in there. So we're going to have a title, and that's going to be our to-do. I just want it to be that way. So scope.todo, and the done value is going to be false because it has not been done yet. So let's try that out really quick. Uh-oh, something broke. Look at our console here. Unexpected comma. Whoops. That should be a colon. Refresh. So that works, and that works. Cool. So we can add a bunch of things. But one thing you can see is when I hit go, it just keeps using the same thing. So we also here want to say, let's see, let's clear that out. So scope.newToDo equals empty string. Load that up. Now we've got that. And you can see the go button is disabled. And even if I try to hit enter, it's going to say, please fill out this field. So that way we're not just creating the same one over and over and over. And we can go in and check these off as we complete them. And then the next step is how do we clear these completed items. So we've got this clear completed function that we created. And what we're going to do is we're just going to rewrite our scope.todos to equal scope.todos dot filter. Sorry. And so this works a lot like something like underscore, except you don't need underscore. So this is the value, the item, let's call it item, in the to-dos. So we're going through there, and then we're just going to return not item dot done. And so so that should work. So let's try that out. So here's our to-dos, and then let's mark off a couple. Let's mark off all these just so you can see it happen. Got an error. Cannot call method filter on undefined. Oh, totally typoed that. Let's refresh this. So we're going to have an A, a B, a C, D, an E, and F. And let's get rid of F, E, and D. Clear completed, those are gone. C and A, clear completed, those are gone. B, and we have built a ToDo app. So there you go. That's how to build a very quick, very simple. Obviously, we could add a lot more functions to this, but there's a ToDo app in AngularJS. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.